What's up, Talk Gamers? Let's talk gaming. I am your host today, J-Bone, along with
You had an intro.
as I live and breathe,
Oh, shut up.
the one,
The only Richard motherfucking
Seventh Sword.
How's it going, everybody?
How you doing?
Just to get the most.
You
epic
need
intro.
like Richard's voice. He's like,
hey guys,
Yeah,
we're fight.
yeah, like some like fucking guy who's like chopping up bodies in a basement, dude. You know,
That dude who'd always challenge Hulk Hogan. Like, I'll defeat you, Hulk Hogan. You're nothing compared to
Macho
me.
Man?
Yeah.
No, Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Was it?
I'm the ultimate warrior.
And Bob.
And Bob.
ugh.
Bob's over there.
One of these days. One of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days.
So let's start off with the usual.
What'd you guys talk about?
What's been happening the last freaking week?
Yeah, you want me to start?
Go
Okay,
ahead,
this is
Bob.
Bob of the Bobs. Bob of the Bobland.
Bob Land Security.
Well, let's see. I played Madden. I played the new Madden. See
Oh
what it's
yeah,
like.
yeah. How was that?
Same as all the other Maddens.
Oh my god, compared to last year, it does play so much
Those
better.
rings underneath the characters are slightly more crisp.
Shut up.
The rings underneath the character.
That's an important feature.
Who do you play as?
Oh, we were just playing. I mean, I don't know. We
Exhibition
did random.
battles?
I played the Bears. I was winning, and I played with
What's
Cincinnati.
What are the stats on Marshall and?
You know, I didn't
Jeffrey?
look because I was just at my friend's house playing on this thing. But I'm just gonna say the graphics look better. It plays smoother. Like you don't bounce off people like you used to. Like the rubber. It actually
Oh,
feels.
God.
It actually feels like you hit them. And
That engine is just so like.
no, it's a new engine. If I don't know if it's a new engine, but it does play a lot better, and it actually feels a better sense. So I was actually impressed with it. Defense is better. But there's like this glitch going on. I don't know if you're talking about. Did you put it on there? On your little news?
I didn't,
Okay.
but I know exactly what you're talking about. I should have though.
There's this little glitch, and like if you get like the ultimate cards, there's this rookie from
Ultimate Warrior.
from Tennessee. I forgot what his name was, but he's a linebacker, and he's like for some reason it was a huge glitch. He's only a foot and an inch tall.
No way.
Yeah, and he plays like because it has like the like the strength. The size of the person makes a difference. I don't know what
Yeah.
the heck that's called. So like if he does make a tackle, they trip over him and stuff.
No way.
Yeah,
so it's completely like bugged and broken.
Yeah, but
He
it's funny.
blows
You
him.
see this little guy, and you can watch the replay, and he looks good as a little guy. So it's kind of funny.
How was like the commentating and like?
It
all
sucks.
this-
It's terrible. You got to deal with Phil Simms, and if you ever know Phil Simms, and I hate Phil Simms just
Yeah.
in general. If you ever watch any sports, oh Phil Simms, he just thinks I hate Phil Simms. He just thinks he knows everything. It just drives me nuts. He's like that's the problem with announcers, like with quarterbacks. If they're a quarterback, they just think they're like the top all people. So
I
that's-
remember watching like a couple friends play like Madden throughout the years, like 10, 11, 09,
Yeah.
and so on and so on. Like every single one just played the same, man, or felt like it played the same. It looked like it played the same. It felt like it was just the same old. It was like a Call of Duty, dude. It was just like Call of Duty, man. It's just the same old rehashed stuff with just like new players because of the draft.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, the mechanic, dude. It was just like they hiked the ball, and then it was just like this buggy, boxy, fucking. It was so. Oh my god, it wasn't fluid, man. You know?
I heard that they replaced the Dr. Pepper banner with the Mountain Dew one in the new one. Is that true?
Richard
doesn't
hates,
like sports. He has no
he
idea.
hates sports.
You don't even
I
know.
don't hate sports.
He,
I hate
like-
sports games.
He'll pick up a football,
You
and go, fucking he'll drop it.
You're like, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
Can I make a sword out of it?
No, you
What's the
can't.
crafting in this
Yeah,
game?
maybe I can melt this football down to make a sword.
No, but
Big crappy sword.
no, but the defense has got I say improvements over it because back in the old day you can actually like run out of the pocket and just wait for it, but now the defense is a lot more tighter, so you can't really do that anymore. You can't just run like with like a fast quarterback.
I'm
which
sure
is-
all
Yeah,
of our, I'm
yeah,
sure all of our
yeah.
PC-centric audience is riveted by this sports talk right now.
I'm sure there's some person. Oh, we don't talk about sports that much, so I just want to say, yeah, it's good. But other than that, I played that just a little, and I only played Diablo.
I actually bought Diablo.
Did you?
I bought it with a credit card. I regret the decision, but it's coming tomorrow.
Oh my god!
Wait.
So, we'll start a character.
Wait, what do you mean it's coming tomorrow?
It's gonna be tomorrow.
He
Ordered off of Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to say my update on Diablo. I got to the part with the newer part. I'm starting playing the newer part, which is fun. But I'm also making it the difficulty level. I I put it up to Torment. I'm only at Torment 2, which is brutal because I don't have the stuff. But you know, actually, because the problem with it is like you start so easy, like you start getting overpowering. But when you put on the harder difficulty, it actually gets a lot more fun.
Is it
Oh,
really
yeah.
fun though? Like from even like for like, I mean, I'm not new to Diablo, but I haven't played Diablo in a long time.
I would say the controls are so nice with the controller.
They're
it's
nice.
like it's beautiful.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Like,
it is.
'cause I mean,
definitely.
obviously I played it on PC.
Oh,
a
you
long
got
time
a
ago,
dodge
so
too
no.
in this one, and
You dodge. I like
yeah,
dodging.
you just roll and dodge. It's fun and
Do
it's
some people
definitely a
have
game.
like teleports, or is it all the same dodge?
No, it's you have like special powers
Like-
that do different things.
Like different classes have different ways to
yeah,
do things.
but
Okay.
there's a special dodge that everyone does, and they just roll. It's a roll dodge.
Okay.
But it's you know, it's a fun game. I would you can talk about how you feel about it after next week. We'll start a character and
Yeah,
it'll
I'm
be a good
actually
time.
looking forward to it.
yeah, that'll be fun.
PS4.
PS4. Yeah, definitely good times with Diablo.
Yeah, like I think Chris. I was talking to Chris on the headset. He was saying that I was playing Last of Us and he was playing Diablo. It was like this week, and he was saying that like all the loot, like you get so much good loot, man.
Yeah,
like so much
finally.
like good items that actually make it, you know, worth your time.
Well,
you know.
That was the problem with when it came out or before. Like you get these powerful items, and then it would take forever to find anything useful. Now you're actually playing it, and you're actually getting more useful stuff.
That's
and,
good.
And they added more stuff where like you can actually pretend like you have this really good weapon. You can change like certain like there's like special powers that it does maybe like 500 vitality or like does 8% more damage to elites and stuff. You can actually go into it and go to this thing. Costs a lot of money, but you can change your thing. It gives you a random one to choose, so you can actually make the weapon like you can modify the weapon.
Oh, so if I like the way it looks, but I feel like it's too weak, I can take that like how it looks and make it better. Like put this
that
weapon
too,
skills
and
on it or something.
well, actually, yeah, you can say you like this weapon, but you hate how it looks. You can just change. You can just change to one that you like.
That's awesome. That's what Borderlands should have done.
Yeah.
Allow you to upgrade stats with, because I got attached to one of those rifles that had like a really badass scope,
Yeah.
but it just like looked awesome when you zoomed in.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to give this up.
Yeah, you can do that. So I mean, you could. So essentially, it'd be more powerful. But then also, you can change the powers of the weapons. Like I said, like
Cool.
so. Say there's something on the weapon that you don't like. You're like, I don't need this. I don't use this. You can actually change it and modify it to what you want. It costs money, so it makes you want to play more. So.
In-game money.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing that costs. I mean, at least on the console version, there's no money that's spent real in game, which is nice. You don't see it anywhere. There's no way you can.
Sweet. I'm
add stuff.
actually really excited to play
It's
it
fun.
tomorrow.
It's honestly, it's fun. I bought it again and I'm happy for it. It's much better. So
All right.
that's
Yeah.
my thought.
Rich, what have you been playing?
Actually, I've been doing my like Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Just got to the end of it. So.
Oh, what do you think?
Oh, of Twilight Princess? Well,
I thought you were doing Dark Souls.
Is
I'm
doing
doing both. I'm doing
Oh.
Dark Souls and Twilight Princess. I've been focusing more on Twilight Princess because I'm at the end of that game, and it's my very first Let's Play series, so I'm actually excited to finally finish it up. It's going up tomorrow.
Yeah, get that piece. Of
What are you
shit
gonna
done.
do after Diablo?
I'm just kidding.
No, I can't record Diablo because I don't have. It's difficult to record with the PS4 like consistent Let's Plays because it only records
Oh,
15
yeah,
minutes
right.
at a
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and I don't know how to. It's much easier to do it on PC because of the recording programs.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. I feel like some games you can let's play, some games that you cannot. I don't know if you guys have any things for Rich. Maybe give him a suggestion. I'm sure you could think of something good because, you know, I'm thinking Diablo 3 would not be a good let's play.
No, because I mean you're gonna want to play with people and friends anyway. I mean, at least not for me right now. I don't really have anybody that would want to probably watch
Aw.
that. Huh?
Aw.
Aw.
What about you, J-Bone? Is that it, Rich?
Yeah, that's it.
Last of Us Online.
Well, I've
I'm 2
been
weeks.
doing
I'm,
that too.
I'm 2 weeks away, man, from getting that trophy, and thank God.
I'm
that
tired of
online-
it. It's just
No, I am too.
That
I am
multiplayer,
too.
we've talked
It's-
about it enough. Like,
it's I'm done. I mean, like
the story is awesome. I love the story.
Yeah.
We'll play the story over and over again throughout the years.
That's why I kind of got tired of like doing the same old grind, and it's so like grindy, man. Like just get 2 trophies because I really want to platinum it. I want to do. I got to do it before next Tuesday. Right?
Oh, yeah.
the 9th.
Destiny
Everyone out there who's listening, preload Destiny on your PS4s if you have a PS4.
right
Yeah.
now.
So yeah, because otherwise you're gonna want to download it when it comes out, and you're gonna be screwed because everyone's gonna be downloading it at the same time.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
I got
that's
it.
true.
I bought it.
Which I have a topic to bring up later on.
I gotta go home and do that after this Bobcast is done.
Bug.
But I'm on week 10. I got 2 more weeks to do, and I just been running just a support class, dude. Just like healing people, and you know how you get those like little blue canisters.
Yeah.
You know how you like when you kill someone, you collect it and
I
stuff.
hate that because
Dude.
I miss so many of those.
Here's the thing, I haven't collected one of them, dude. I've ended matches getting 0 downs, 0 executions, but like 9 deaths. and I end up with more supplies than people who are like way better than me.
See, that's what sucks is that game is about your supply, like how much you actually rake
Bring
in,
in,
at the
yeah.
end, bring at the end of the whole
And the
thing.
parts you get like converted to daily supplies.
Yeah.
So by the end, I can suck, and as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'll end with like plus 30, plus 10, sometimes plus 40 people or 40 supplies, and turns like plus 7 people. And then when I get the 100% risk population risk,
This is the healing.
yeah, I just do the healing or I'll do the gifts.
When
like,
you do the healing, is that one then taken off for the next 100%, or can you keep doing the healing?
It does it, but it gets harder every time you do it.
yeah.
Oh well, that's still easy. To
Yeah.
do.
It's
So
really,
say-
really easy.
Yeah.
So say like I
The
start,
downs seem ridiculous.
Eventually, depending on what you're
25
using.
downs
Yeah,
or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like the idea. I mean, there's not enough execution, not enough. It's just missing stuff. I mean, I like that they're kind of doing a little variety compared to other multiplayers.
They need to add in the zombies. But yeah, basically,
Yes.
To kind
that'd
of
be
keep it
fun.
short, I just been playing that just because I want to grind through it, man. I literally played like 5-6 hours of it yesterday on Labor Day.
You know, it'd be sweet. I mean, I know a lot of games have done it, but like a horde mode would actually in Last of Us would have been pretty cool though.
What I would
Yeah.
actually prefer is you're fighting another faction, and like halfway through the match, you like clickers all of a sudden come in out of nowhere, and you have to either have to team up to take them out together, or you can like try throwing like a Molotov cocktail at somebody, and it breaks and it leads the clickers over
Yes,
there.
exactly. It picks the balance away.
Oh yeah, where it'd be like not
kinda-
only do you have to fight the other people, but you
You
have,
have to fight the clickers.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Especially if a team is kicking your ass, which obviously has happened to the 4 of us,
Yeah.
with Chris.
Oh.
Like,
Chris?
Who's
like,
Chris?
plenty of times. But I mean, like say we're getting our asses kicked, like it'd be cool, yeah. Like have like an infected come into that team that's like dominating and kind of like tip the scales a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be dominant. They would just be a random thing. It would just be random chance. I mean, I guess I could see that working as like to level up the playing field if you get dominated too quickly. But then they'd be like, "Oh, we just lost because the clickers came in," like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we talk so much about the game. We could say constant things about it, but
We talk about the game for the next 5 Bobcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem though is, right, I mean, only if you have a PC, new games are coming out, but we're just in that like slump that especially for consoles right now, that we want to play something together, and we don't really have much to choose
Yeah.
from.
Oh, well, that's it. I had Bernice's family over for Labor Day on Sunday, and I told her brother about PT and stuff. I'm like, "You gotta play this game, man. It's really creepy and stuff like that." So we like turned the lights off. I made him put on the headset and stuff. And we got all the way to the very end, and we were both, at the very end, we were both trying to figure out how to beat it because we knew like the system how to beat it, but we couldn't do it. But yeah, everyone was freaking out, man. Bernice and like her mom were like freaking jumping and screaming when like you turn around and like the Lisa girl like kills you
Yeah.
or whatever. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then while I was like getting pissed off at Last of Us, I was trying Fez. I tried some Fez for like half hour.
Good game. We
But-
talked about that too.
Yeah, I was like I can't get fucking past this, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Did you open the first door?
I got to this part where like I opened this door and I pressed like R2 to like switch the views, and like
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of like maps and like secret like maps.
You
and
just have to
stuff.
keep pressing R2 and L2 really, really fast, and it spins really quickly, and the whole universe like breaks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, but then you can't spin it that fast. Like, well, I haven't been able to spin it that fast again. I want to do that in the
Right.
actual world and
Yeah.
like, get like see like all the little
For sure.
fast people get all dizzy.
Son of a bitch.
I know.
But other than that, I mean, it's just been kind of a slow week. It's kind of like really slow week.
Well, there
but-
was the Nintendo news.
Yeah. I'll be
Yeah.
getting to that. I mean,
yeah, these weeks have been kind of. It's just difficult because we're in that not new games, and they keep on doing remakes, and it's just.
But almost, I mean, come the end of September and October, there'll be a lot of games. On the
last podcast I said it was Tokyo Game Show is coming up. I was wrong. It was PAX.
Yeah, PAX came out.
PAX. I meant PAX. Tokyo Game Show. That's like it's like you're just waiting on these events to kind of happen, so you get like more info on these games that you're kind of like just wanting to play, especially they're coming out in 2015 and shit. But I think we should kick off with some news.
Yes, let's go.
I have
Medium fast news.
Medium
13 items that hopefully
somewhat
will
rapid fires.
hopefully will
Semi-auto.
spread us through the rest of the episode. Okay, number 1. I put it down just because it was like right on front pages and it was fresh in my mind. Is that Resident Evil is getting a remake from what looks like the remade GameCube version
There we go.
Not the original PlayStation version.
It's the remade,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the remake of the remade one, which is
Yes,
what I thought
correct.
it was way back when.
which it should be.
The trailer was released
Yeah, that
today,
makes sense.
which I did see. If I don't know if you guys caught it,
I saw it.
and it is coming out on all consoles except the Wii U.
There's also going to be Resident Evil Revelations 2.
2 for Sony, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I'm not,
Yeah,
I
I
shouldn't
think
say Sony. I should say Sony. Like probably had the first dibs, but it's probably a timed exclusive.
If,
You know,
if,
whatever
if it
is.
even is an exclusive.
Now, did you play the GameCube one?
Yes.
What do you think?
I love the GameCube remake. It was-
Why, what is the difference between the two? Just so I honestly haven't played Resident Evil.
Okay, well, the GameCube, I mean, the first one's obviously great because that's the one that's, set the tone for Resident Evil. But the remake, just the way they did it, was like they recaptured it. Like I don't know, like they're one of the first companies to make a remake and actually change it because like the PlayStation 1 graphics obviously aren't that great, but the GameCube graphics. I'm like I love those graphics.
I'm just kidding. I hate it.
I remember playing Resident Evil, not 1 but 2.
And the train, was that the train one?
Jill, you were almost a Jill sandwich.
Number 2 was the one in the cop building.
What was the train one?
I got a shotgun.
Number 3?
Huh?
Was it the GameCube one? The GameCube one where you're in a train.
There's a bunch of ones. Oh, you mean Resident Evil 0?
I have no idea. I can't
That
remember.
that one
there was-
starts before the events of Resident Evil. And
Well,
you
you're
start,
like-
you
and
start
then
on a train.
Like a fridge and
Before
you're like walking
before the
around.
umbrella, before the outbreak.
Well, it's in Raccoon City, and you're like you're escorting like a prisoner on a train or whatever, and shit goes wrong, and then you end up in the mansion of Resident Evil.
I never
You
got
end
Really?
up- end up there. It's really good. You should play it. But anyway, back on track to the remake.
Yeah.
The GameCube one, just like the camera, like it's still static cameras, and you're walking around like the environment.
Yeah.
But the way they did it, like it's so good. Like the angles they get, and just the tone they set, perfect ambiance. It's just
Good.
it's really really well.
I remember when that came out too, and it had a lot of high praise and
they,
stuff.
They added a new thing where there are these crimson heads, and if you don't kill the zombies by shooting them in the head, later on, like you'll come back to an area and the zombie that you because all the zombies you kill will stay there, like their bodies will stay there, and then like you'll come back later and like the body will be gone. You're like, what? And it comes back alive if you didn't shoot it in the head or burn it.
I wonder if the controls are going to be the same exact copy and paste controls, or if they're going to be a little bit revised.
I wonder,
for
like,
a
do you
more
think-
modern.
Do you think they're
version.
still gonna do static camera angles, or do you think
Well,
they're? Actually,
Yeah,
I feel like they have to.
I saw the
That would be-
trailer. It was definitely static camera.
Yeah, it
angles.
was.
Okay.
And I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's
I
gonna
don't-
have some old school
I
feel
don't
because
know
the
if
Yeah,
shooting,
it definitely
the
has
shooting
it.
like he was like shooting like to the right side of the guy and he killed him. It wasn't like he had to be dead on. I don't know. It
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
look like this.
you had basically had two angles. You had slightly up and then like dead center, and then like I guess you could go down too. It was,
Shoot
just,
him in the nuts.
it was weird, like to shoot people. I don't know.
I feel like it's still weird.
You know how
on
you
the trailer.
were mentioning like how he was shooting to the right and still hitting the zombie. That's exactly how the Evil Within gameplay Gamescom demo looked like. Like the guy was like, he was like shooting just offset and like still hitting the person or the zombie, I should say. Or this is completely like very. It's like they tried. It's like he tried to go for that really like Resident Evil old school.
But you can't.
feel.
I feel like you can't do that anymore. I mean,
Exactly,
it had to
especially
be-
for a new IP.
Like
The
a
only thing
remake
is-
would be, I guess, because it's going to old school taste. It's taking what it used to have, but a
For
brand
a
new game.
brand
no,
new game,
no.
no.
But Shinji Mikami though, the guy, he actually was in charge of the original remake of Resident Evil 1, which is why it turned out so well. So now that they're actually, someone else is remaking the remake of this game, so I don't know how well that's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll play it, maybe I won't.
Yeah, I never beat a Resident Evil game ever.
I only beat 4.
Really? Jeez.
I remember playing 2, and I was really enjoying it, man.
2 was awesome.
And
I wanna remake
I
it
got
2.
stuck. I got stuck in 2, like because you know how you had to unlock certain puzzles and then the shit in the building would like move, Like I couldn't figure out like this one puzzle, and I was looking everywhere, man. It got to the point where there was no new enemies. It was just me running around aimlessly. I'm like, I know there's got to be something for me to do. I got to be opening up something.
It's kind of funny because they remade 1 and made it look all good on GameCube, and then they released 2 on GameCube, and it was just the PS2 graphics. It's like, what? You can no, you can't do that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it's just
Wow.
like, because I want a reimagining of 2. That would be crazy.
Well, maybe. If this
One's
one
been
sells
done.
out.
One's been done now several times. Do 2 again.
All right. PS4 2.0 firmware can let you download custom themes
For free?
along with the Vita. That I didn't. I would
I'm
assume.
sure Sony will release their
Some-
own themes.
yeah.
Like there'll be some free ones and some
And
you
there's
could buy.
and
Exactly.
they're probably, you could probably
Like PS3.
and if you
Yeah.
get a program, you could probably make your own theme and upload it via USB
Oh yeah.
flash drives.
Shit, I didn't even think about that, dude.
Did you talk?
Yeah.
Do you have the Xbox One updated on there too?
People will make a program called PS4 Theme Maker, and you can download it and make your own themes.
No, I speak about that. No, I don't. But
I know
I have an
what it is.
update on a specific game regarding Xbox though.
I know Xbox One. There's a couple of things I just read.
Was it about the Netflix?
No, it was about the party system. They're gonna fix a couple of things. You actually could remove people from the party, which you couldn't do in the first place, and now you can do invite only, which you couldn't do.
That's weird because you could do that on the 360.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, at least they have it. And
Wow.
They have a couple other things that you could look at, like different threads. Another thing was actually the only thing I'm gonna find more useful now is that there's a thing that I hate turning on because I have my cable connected to it. So I hate turning on my Xbox and then telling my Xbox to go to TV. There's a way I could just press it and it goes directly to TV. I don't have to which is nice. I mean, that's actually so. There's a couple of things that they're doing. If you want to do more, look more into it. If you actually care, then look into it. But at least they're doing some things that I mean, they're pretty useful.
They should program in the voice command Xbox work.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, if you, I mean, if they eventually do, then you can buy it separately for $150.
Yeah.
Do you have the new games as well? Oh, we can talk about. I can talk about.
Purchase.
Yeah,
Wait,
bring
I
it
can
up,
see
Bob.
now microtransactions. Buy new voice commands now.
Son of a bitch.
Xbox.
The seventh sword, everyone.
Xbox is giving rid of 3 free Xbox games.
For games of gold.
Yeah, it's let's say they have Monaco. I really don't know much about Monaco, honestly. They have Halo Reach for Xbox 360.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a good game. It's not a bad game.
Old.
It's old, but it's 360. And then for the new one that just came out like a month ago, Super Time Force, which is it looks fun. It looks fun. It actually looks pretty cool. I heard it was all right, but it's free, so we have that. Yeah, Monaco. I have no idea what Monaco. Oh, Monaco was that? Yeah, I can't remember it. I thought it was weird.
Is
but,
it a fighting game?
no, it's a best co-op game of whatever. So
The screenshot just made it look like it'd be like a fighting
Yeah.
game.
I'll look into it. You guys just continue to talk. I'll kind of explain what it is.
All right, next one. Nintendo announced the new 3DS, and I put like an off-white coloring and like a dark silver. I know it's typical black and white, but it's kind of got that little bit of off tint to it. I really liked it, and it's with comes with colored contextual buttons, a joystick, and a lot of people are having a lot of praise and high hopes for it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like people completely disregard the fact that it's gonna it's gonna have some new like tech in it, like a new processor. So it's gonna be a little bit more powerful. It's gonna run faster. But they're actually gonna start phasing out the old 3DS because the new 3DS is gonna start releasing games that are only compatible for that version of the
It's just
3DS.
ridiculous. I mean, it's
Now that is, I would have a problem with that, but it's almost like think about our society now. Like the new iPhone comes out
Yeah.
every single year, and then they release updates and release firmware that you can't run on your old iPhone. Like the first versions can't run probably the new iOS. I don't think. I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it, but it is an expensive thing that you're gonna buy, and you buy it.
True, but they are offering trade up programs.
Yeah.
And I mean, at least it's not every year. It's been like what 3 years now, or how long is it? 2 years? 3DS.
Oh shit!
The original 3DS, not the XL. The original. But I mean, I
I
like.
thought it was like 3-4 years, wasn't it?
I think it's been 2, almost 3 years, probably. So I mean, yes, I mean Nintendo releases handhelds all the time, but this is the first time they're releasing a handheld that is going to be called the 3DS and will have new games that are not compatible with the old 3DS. That's going to be interesting.
Well,
But they'll take those old
It
games,
sounds like a marketing nightmare.
like Animal Crossing or something, and they'll just like update it, like remastered or
Well, I
something
hope-
like
I hope
no,
Nintendo.
Nintendo doesn't do that. Nintendo will release like the new Smash Bros. Better work on every 3DS. That's all I'm saying. If they release Smash Bros. Like
Well-
by the way, it's only gonna work for the new one.
Well, I don't like the idea that like when it does work for both, or I mean like, and then because then they only like actually upgrade it just a little bit. You know, they can't do it all the way,
True,
and that's
but,
the problem. So they're just going these small
But the
minor
3DS,
details.
I don't think the 3DS is getting a huge graphical leap or a huge like
This is
technological.
I know that's the problem.
It is going to be faster. It's going to be more seamless, but I'm not sure how much of a graphical bump it's going to get.
I know, and that's the problem.
I
though.
do like the other analogs.
if you're
That's
gonna
nice.
do
For
it-
Smash Bros, it's going to be much better.
I feel like if
Oh
you're,
yeah, definitely.
I feel like if you're gonna do it, it should be enhanced, like comparative different,
And
not
it's
just
gonna
like.
have.
They showed a screenshot of the game. It did look like updated, kind of like dumbed down PS3 graphics.
But here's what I mean. But like, what do you think they should do? I mean, if you have a 3DS XL and you want to trade this in for the new 3DS, or whatever they're calling it, I think they're calling it an LS or something. I don't know what they're calling it. But how much do you think that you should get credit for? I mean, if you have a flawless, like in perfect shape conditions,
They might do a
Like if-
a promotional offer
Like,
and
I
offer
mean-
you like a decent amount of
Money?
bang for your buck.
They should. I mean,
it
if they're going
should
to
be.
do this.
You shouldn't have to upgrade for $200. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't
If
cost.
it's like
that.
$100, I mean,
That would be tolerable. Exactly. I don't
It's
know.
the XL, the new 3DS XL.
It is still an XL.
You can get the regular 3DS or the XL.
well, okay, so I've been.
I'll get the XL again.
I just saw Monaco. Monaco's only for the 360, so the only game you have for Xbox One is Super Time Force. Monaco does look fun, but I mean, not many people are playing the PC anymore. Another thing for whatever it's called, PlayStation, just the updates that they're gonna have is Velocity 2X. You guys know anything about that?
Nope.
Oh, I had that written down for. I think that's September's
Yeah.
release
Yeah.
for PS4, I believe.
Velocity 2X, Sports
PS Plus.
Friends.
Yeah, Sports Friends.
I thought Sports Friends, I looked at it, kind of looks interesting. There are some stuff you have to use with the Wii, not the Wii though, motion controls. It actually, I think it did pretty good. Couple other stuff. They have PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. It's a fun game. It's
yeah,
for
I'm-
free for Vita. I mean,
It's only on Vita, or is it free for
It's
PS4?
PS3 too.
PS3 too.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have a PS4 version. Of that game. Dang
they
it.
have
really
this
should.
game called Horde.
Yeah, they should.
I've never heard of it. Joe Danger. I didn't really like it. TXK.
Do you know the makers of Joe Danger are the same ones for No Man's Sky?
What? Really?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Focus on one game. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, focus on No Man's Sky. I don't know.
That game is.
I just never. I don't know. There's sometimes you get all these games from PlayStation Plus. I feel like when you
I
buy
just,
it,
I just download the
Yeah.
game and then I maybe I'll play it later.
Yeah, Hello Games. Yep, Joe Danger, and they're also.
it's just funny though. Like think about all the free games that we're getting now. I mean, if you have a bunch of systems and there's all these brand new free games, free to play games, or whatever you want to call them, it's just hard to like really get into them. You know what I mean?
when you pay for a game.
When you pay for a game, you're like, hey, I gotta play it now because I bought it. But when I get these free games, I'm like, eh.
Back when I hacked my PSP and I was emulating GBA games on it, I never played them. I just had them on there just because it was cool. And then I was like, wait, I never played it. It's because whatever. But then I'd find myself going back to my DS and playing all the GBA games on there anyway because I had the physical cartridge of them.
It's
I don't
weird.
know.
I don't
It is
know.
weird.
I guess I don't know. It's almost like when you play like when you play a game and someone gives you like the free, like we talked about last time. Someone gives you all this good stuff. You don't want to play the game anymore because you're like, hey, I got it all.
Yeah,
it's about
exactly.
earning it.
Like
And
when I played Dead Rising with Chris and he gave me all the blueprints and I just picked up all the items and had them all and I was like,
oh, that ruined it.
well, no beaten. All right, what's the point of going to the game now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah.
It's
Like I
the
pretty much
finding-
I saw the whole game now. It's done.
Yeah.
I would have. I don't know why you let them do that.
All right.
I didn't think about it. I didn't care.
Super Meat Boy Forever. It's the title. It's announced for phones and tablets and Steam in 2015.
How the-
One of the main features is that the game will have randomly generated levels.
How the hell? Okay.
We just watched videos. Literally, like, what was it, about a good 30 minutes of YouTube
Yeah,
videos.
I love Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, Bob is the resident expert on Super Meat Boy, and he talks about how precise you have to be with that game with the controller in your hand.
I was watching it. It's one of those games I'll definitely get fucking pissed off.
So
Oh my
how could you control that game with the touchscreen?
See, that's what I'm worried about.
How-
When-
let's
how
say
do you-
dumb it down.
they're saying they're really going from the ground up. They're really trying to do this. It looks a lot more dumbed down.
From the ground up.
It's gonna destroy
From the meat grinder
people.
up.
Yeah, obviously it's not going to be because you're using a touchscreen. They're like, oh, we're going to use a touchscreen to enhance the game. You're
They
not
should
going
have
to
made it
enhance
so
the
when
game.
you tilt it, like it changes like Meat Boy's location. And it's how it falls.
They say it's not one of those runner games where you just constantly run. You actually control it. I don't know. I mean, I guess. It would be nice to have Super Meat Boy on the go for me, I guess. I mean,
Well,
just because I love that
You know
game.
what you could do is you could buy one of those cases that has like a back flap thing and that holds the phone up on like an angle, so it's like you're facing it like a TV, and then you could pair your PS4 with it via Bluetooth, and then download like the compatible app for it, and you could play it with your PS4 controller.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can. There are Android devices are, at least right now, I know they're compatible with PS3 controllers. I'm pretty sure DualShock 4 support is coming, or if it's not already out.
Oh, but it is coming for Steam, so I bet you can play it that way. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if you're gonna play it, if you've never played it, play the original because the
Play it
graphics
on
are
a
better.
PC or console,
and,
whatever.
yeah,
it's on.
it's beautiful. Oh.
Real quick, Silent Hills PT teaser has been downloaded over 1 million times.
There you go.
They did what
Damn.
they did what they're supposed to do.
That's like you were saying last podcast. What they did was an excellent marketing stunt for a re-review of like an old classic. You know,
I
like
didn't even call it what it was. I just said PT.
I just think the idea of having these games, these scary games like Outlast and stuff, is just like they're so memorable because they give so much fear to people. Like I can watch a horror movie and go ha, but when I play the game, I freak out, and that happens to a lot of people.
movies.
So
I freak out.
That's
not
'cause
like
most
Rich. Rich is not scared of anything other than spiders.
That's because horror movies they already have terrible characters in them that you don't even want to see live.
Yeah, I mean, I
I don't care about the teenagers
Yeah.
who get drunk and go have sex. Oh no, not her.
that is actually true though.
about
I mean,
her.
because they're not memorable. They're not memorable.
They're not.
Because when you're playing the person, it's like you're him or
Yeah,
her.
like I don't want to die, although I don't get scared because I still know it's not me.
Well, I do. I feel like that's part of me. Like I almost had a heart attack.
I'm just like, hey, look at that fridge up there.
But
1
1 million times, that's pretty fucking
It was,
impressive for a demo.
it was downloaded by me and Bob 500,000 times.
But
each.
once they found out it was like Silent Hill and people wanted to see what all the fuss was about, I think that's what really kicked it. Like it just became like a roaring inferno.
yeah, at first it started like, what is this weird thing? And then people would be like,
was-
Silent
it
Hill,
was-
what? And then everyone
It
was
was
like,
hard to find though when I was looking for it. I'm like,
I
hey,
had to actually
yeah.
search it.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
yeah, me too. I had to go type in PT. It wasn't on the main page.
Yeah, that's what I did to do.
Yeah, like it wasn't displayed prominently on the PlayStation 4 store.
no,
Rich
I
is
mean,
so pissed. He's like, this should be here.
It should just be here. Just
no, this
download.
honestly,
That's
the,
probably why it got, because you had to look for it. You go out of your way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, any of the navigation on both parts, like Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, they're just terrible. Like you have to like search. You're like, okay,
Stores?
As much as I've played my consoles, if I was like didn't play as much, I would not know how to find things.
Like for example, I want to
Old man Bob.
like when you go to the PlayStation Store and you go to the PlayStation Plus and you got your games for the month. What I don't like is that since I'm a PS Plus member, I don't like it that they're advertising it
PS
big-
Plus?
Yeah, like
Buy it
boom,
again. Buy another year.
like-
Buy another year.
And you can accidentally like
Buy
purchase
another
it
year.
if you're not paying attention, you know.
And it's funny, 'cause sometimes it'll pop up and say, hey, you should renew your PS Plus in 6 months or something. I'm like, I'll do that then.
Yeah, I'll
Let me-
I'll
let me-
do
let me
it. I'll do it.
Let me
in
download.
April.
Let me download Fez for free right now. I just want to play the game.
It's like buying a car and they're like, hey, you just take it off and you bring it for an
You
oil
sure
change
don't
the
wanna
first
buy
time.
another
I'm
car?
like, yeah, it's already at an oil change now. So I mean, you think you might want to
Trade it in?
Trade it in?
But it seriously like was confusing at first.
We
It
got
was
the
like,
2015 model right now.
it's like, why are they advertising like PS Plus for $50 a year when I already have it? But it's like the games in a box and they got these other separate boxes. Like, how do I just want the free games for the month?
And then
like,
I click on the wrong thing and it shows a video or it shows up like,
Exactly,
what am I
yeah.
watching?
Another thing about the PlayStation Store is like when you scroll over to like the game and it has that little trailer.
Yeah.
It's just that little box. And it's
Yeah,
like,
what is it with that box?
let me hit square so it goes full
There's
screen.
no full screen.
Yeah.
You have to watch it like
You're like-
this if I want to watch
Like,
a
I'm not
video.
gonna watch this.
I like this. I'm showing my hands because I can actually see my hands.
Yeah. Okay, I want you guys to put up your hands in like
Yeah.
a square.
Yeah, pretend you make a little picture.
And that's how. But you guys.
yeah,
you
it
guys
should,
have
it should be
PS4s.
like they should give you the option to make it full screen, and when they do, it shouldn't be like 280p or 360. It should be a fucking like 720 or at least,
140p.
at least 720. Next one,
You gotta buy 10 years of PS Plus to get rid of that advertisement.
10 years. That's $500
$500.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
It's
Man, just to think, dude. In 10 years, man.
But then once the
If
first
you
year
spend
passes, you get the advertisement
$60
again.
a month on a game, you're spending over
Oh my god.
$720. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
so boom.
Next one, Polygon reported that Activision will be sending copies of Destiny for review the day before its actual fucking release. So on 9/8 next
That's not enough
Monday.
time to review that game.
Do you and I also put in parentheses, do you think that this game will have server issues at launch?
That game is
Are you
most
kidding?
definitely going to have server issues.
I mean, there hasn't been a game that came out for console that hasn't had server
That
issues.
game is going
This
to-
game- oh my god.
Rich is the first one in. That game will definitely have server issues
Well,
at
yeah,
launch.
for the first week, I would. Oh my god.
I don't know
wanna
how
think
bad
about
it's
trying.
going to be, but it's going to be bad.
Call of Duty had a few. I remember Modern Warfare 2 had a few server
It
issues.
also is running on an engine that they built like 3-4 decades ago.
I remember Modern Warfare 2. I remember me and my friends going to the midnight release, buying it, and all being like, "All right, guys, what's your names?" And like, all hook up. And they didn't let you. You had to play up to like a rank 4
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to even get your buddies in there. And then when they were, like they just had problems like getting people in the actual like friend group.
Yeah, that's a dumb idea. I can't
Halo,
believe
to this day, Halo is the only game that knows how to do a goddamn party system.
Well, even Halo 4, I think at the beginning, it still had issues.
But that was okay, Bungie. So that's why I still have faith in them, because Bungie knows how to do online.
Yeah, their matchmaking is the best.
Yes, their matchmaking is top notch.
It's almost as good as The Last of Us.
I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait a minute.
I don't
We have to wait.
understand. I don't understand why it's so hard for games like Battlefield to just allow you to play with the people in
I've
your
never,
party.
I've never played a Bungie game, so I'm really excited for this title. That's why I want to
There's some-
crank out The Last of Us like super quick just to get rid of it and then put it away and like kind of.
Dude, just download a picture of the trophy online.
Nah, I
and
can't.
Yeah, it's great.
But I mean,
then put it in your.
but having them send copies to companies like
The day
the
before.
day
That's
before,
dumb.
the day before,
They're
like
doing it on purpose.
the
'Cause
day before the embargo lifts,
I'm
so
worried-
they can put their reviews
I wonder
out.
if they're worried that it's not going to be as good reviewed, or they just want to have the secret so people. I don't know. I mean,
I'm worried about that game having a bunch of, because it's Activision. You know how much money they've sunk into that. There's no way that they're not going to be like in 6 months from now. Hey, we're releasing this new planet pack. Oh, hey, we're releasing. You know that's gonna happen. You know that they're gonna release new moons and new planets.
It's
and
been the
gonna,
most pre-ordered game
You know what's
in
happening.
history,
because
or new IP, new IP.
Activision is not sinking that much money in for a game that you can beat in a year.
you know, what, I
And
was
then
just
it's
thinking.
done. They're spending that much money for another World of Warcraft.
I don't know why I was just thinking about it. I don't know. You probably don't have Mass Effect on there, but you know, Mass Effect 3 from EA. You know, EA. We talk about EA. They gave.
EA.
I want to make sure you guys say.
EA Rich.
Wait,
E
who made that
motherfucking
game?
A.
EA.
EA.
Wait, Electronic Arts?
Yes,
Electronic Arts?
that is the one. The one that also. made
Electronic
Madden.
motherfucking Arts.
No, but they. I mean, I know they really weren't a big deal, but they had free DLC.
For all of you that are unaware,
All of
EA
it.
is a publishing company.
Yes. No, but they had free DLC for all the stuff, and they had a bunch of packs. So it'd be sweet if they bring that in.
That's because they messed up and they were apologizing to their fans. Sorry we ended it the way
Yeah,
that
that's
you...
true. Yeah.
Sorry we ended
I
it the
remember
way-
that. I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but still, at least they give it to you
Yeah.
for free.
But that's not... Activision does not give anything.
That's what I'm
They'll
saying.
sell you dog tags.
No, but Bob, seriously, go back to what you're saying. Like, I wonder if they're afraid that Destiny isn't gonna do so hot.
Well, it's going to do good. But the problem is I know
Do well.
it's going to be a cash... It's going to do good.
Do good.
Do good. It's going to do very, very good. Very well.
Yeah, that is the scary factor because usually when they
At first.
wait, it's there must be something they're trying to hide, or I hope that's not the reason. There could be a reason why they just want to just keep it a secret.
Another thing, though, I mean, maybe they're releasing it that way so that it can actually be an accurate review for the online systems. Because if they get the game like a week or two before, not everyone's online yet.
That's
so
true, and they want to be
they
immersive
can't-
with their online.
They can't stress test how accurate it's going to be.
The servers are gonna crash.
Yeah,
So if
no,
they
they
release,
don't.
if they give them the copy the day before the game comes out, then they have to play the game when when everyone else is playing it. So
Yeah, no, that makes sense because they're really focused on online. And if you don't have the online, then it kind of takes
that game
half the
is all about being a shared world shooter,
Yes.
constantly online with people.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, next one. Microsoft accidentally. This is kind of not gaming, but it coincides with gaming. Microsoft accidentally teased Windows 9, and I said, "Does
Windows
gaming
9.
benefit from any of this?"
Windows 9, maybe it'll be a smoother operating system. It'll allow games to run smoother, give more resources to
If it
games.
comes back, if it's not
Maybe
8,
like
the
Xbox
disaster
One
of 8.
updates
Maybe
it.
it'll recognize that when something wants to update, it won't take you out of your game and update that right away.
You know,
Oh
if they
my God.
enhance
I
it
hate
now,
that so much.
because-
I don't want to update you,
because-
Apple QuickTime.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
if-
like Adobe fucking Flash player.
Then you go back in your game and you're like, Dad, cool, lost all my souls because I was playing Dark Souls 2 and I can't save
I
that
lost
game.
all my souls. I lost all my souls.
He did lose all his souls.
Yeah, I did.
And then remember your game got deleted too?
Oh, in Dark Souls, yeah,
And number one.
yeah. Because I was going through with Bob. We pretty much got to end game.
Nah, Bob did all of it.
Bob, I took you through that whole game. I took you through the darkness and the depth that is the
Fucking
fallen,
women.
the two
You
of the fallen
ladies.
giants.
Fallen schmallen.
All right, next one.
Actually, that was the worst fucking part.
EA Access, the subscription service that Sony said wasn't worth the value,
Has been retracted.
has been no.
Oh.
EA Access for Xbox One. The subscription service will only cost $4.99 a month or $30 a year.
That's not bad.
$30.
bad.
It really isn't.
Wait, but what is? What are you getting?
EA games. You're getting Need for Speed now. It's coming out.
But-
Yeah, Rivals and Rivals. If you're into that, if you're
If you
into
don't have any
EA's
games-
catalog, if you're into EA's catalog,
And you get the
like
demos.
But is
yeah.
it like a new game every month, or is it gonna be 4 games for the whole year?
Yeah,
how
that
is
is-
how is it
I mean,
structured?
it's not.
Are we gonna get access to the new Mass Effect for free? No.
No.
No,
They're not.
probably.
But
They
you know,
might have like a discount if you're a member. They might if you're a member, like you get like 10% discount on the new Mass Effect 4 coming out in 2016 if you're a loyal member.
But to be
Only
honest,
for
I mean, the
pre-order,
yeah, only
PlayStation.
for pre-order.
And if you get the season pass.
Yeah, you get some. I mean, it's. I don't think it's a bad idea for them. I mean, I don't mind it. I'm not. No, but I don't mind them doing that. It's not like they're making you do it. I mean, it's just an option to have.
Yeah.
They're not pushing it down your teeth. But with PlayStation Plus, you usually don't get any like games after like it takes a year. Unless it's an arcade game, you might get a little beforehand. So I mean, if EA is doing roughly the same about their games.
But they don't have as wide of a catalog
I
as
know,
Sony
I
has.
know, I
Sony
know,
has
I know,
every game they've ever released
I
ever.
know, I understand that. But if you're really into EA games, you're like, oh, EA is so good because they give free DLC.
I'll say that EA has good developers working under them.
Yeah.
I wish
Well,
that those developers would
BioWare.
work somewhere else.
I feel like if you like to play sports games and you don't want to spend the money, do it. I mean, because that's like the biggest sports market.
well,
out
I mean,
there.
if you just wait a year, you can buy the 2014 for like
no, $30.
$5.
No, you can't. It's for the next year. It's usually about $25 for the whole time,
Really?
and just in general, $25-$30. So
I
They
know.
only half it, huh?
well, yeah, and then after that, the year
But
after
it trades
that's
in
like
for like 3 cents.
Yeah.
well, that's GameStop. Yeah, so I mean, it's still. I mean, it could be $20.
GameStop's successful according to its news.
But, all right, what's next?
Apparently, people who have
Herpes.
the most recent update to Titanfall are experiencing game-breaking bugs where the game won't even start up and play.
That sounds a lot like Battlefield when it first came out.
Sounds like Battlefield currently.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean I guess a
that
lot of
sucks.
people are complaining.
That sucks.
Yeah. So if you're into Titanfall
Titanfall.
and all that stuff, I mean
You can't even play it right now.
you
sorry.
can't even play it, yeah.
All right.
There's a big one. PewDiePie, Rich.
Oh, Poods. I hate that guy.
How many subscribers?
30 million.
Yep. He has disabled comments on his videos permanently.
Wow. That's
What?
Done.
interesting.
He said he's done with the comments. It's
Oh.
like a cesspool of just
Yeah.
Well,
people
because when
just
he has
congregating against hate and all this.
When you have 30
Crap.
million people subscribed to you, you're going to get a lot of hate.
Well, I mean, anyone though, really anyone. There's always going to be people
But
that
the
are
thing
going to
is,
cause
I mean,
shit.
I'm sure there was a lot of hateful comments in there, but a lot of people do generally like that YouTuber.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure.
But what he does is what people do is they scroll through and they see, oh yeah, I like you, great video, awesome, you're hilarious, and they see you suck, like they just see the one negative comment, and people like to focus on the negative.
Yeah.
Kind of like the whole red dot on a white dress thing. Like the whole dress is white, but the red dot is what you're looking at.
Yeah,
The small, little, tiny red dot is the thing that.
well,
that
it's
gets
just. I
your
mean,
attention.
it's just how society is with everything. I mean, like any of the
I know.
celebrities, any of those
They-
people.
they
you just
like-
gotta watch out. They're gonna. If you are making, not even making money, but if you are famous or famous enough that a lot of people, there are gonna be people that will try
They
to
like
take
that
you down. Or
dirty
take you away.
laundry and shit like that.
I think it's a bad idea from disable comments entirely. You can filter out comments by words and stuff, so you can filter out like
Yeah.
like a bunch of stuff and make it so that
A lot of YouTubers I watch and stuff like that, like
I want my
Total
comments.
Biscuit and stuff, like he disables comments, you know. But yeah,
I want-
Hold on, next one. Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
Quick.
I want comments because, well, at least for right now, I like the feedback. You know, I mean,
Well, I mean. That's
Oh,
the thing.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think it's just whoever's their opinion of it too. Maybe they're trying to, you know.
eventually you get people that just watch a video that aren't even watching your video for that video. They're just watching you because you're that famous.
Yeah,
Very true.
GTA 5 on PS4, PC, and Xbox One rumored to come out in tomorrow. No,
In tomorrow.
I have it.
November.
Preload it.
In November, so we'll see if that's coming out.
It looks nice.
Still haven't seen any like legit, only from the trailers.
I don't know.
Play GTA 5, so I'm probably gonna get that.
You should, but
Wait,
I
you've never played it?
I've played it, but I don't own it.
hated the online. Hated it.
I never even played the online, dude. I was so stoked, and then they made you wait that month, and then they had all those problems, and it was just like, I don't want to play you if you're that bad, dude. Like,
It's just like, I don't want to
I
talk
know,
about it.
even
It's-
even
it
Rockstar
was a grind.
was
It was a
having
grind.
problems.
It was a freaking grind for
Oh,
everything
sure.
you do. Oh my god.
Bloodborne is getting a release date of
February?
in Japan,
Aw.
February 5th,
Yeah,
2015.
I saw that.
Well, that's good though, because then it'll come out here probably February or March.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
They typically release them at the same time. That's weird that they've only announced the Japanese release.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have two more. The last one, of course, is
Bloodborne's the most important.
A
You should say that for
conspiracy theory about Metal Gear Solid.
it's not a conspiracy theory, but it is
It's
about
about- okay.
Hideo Kojima is revealed to actually be Solid Snake himself.
Okay. Second to last one. I thought this was a cool little fact. More people watched Twitch plays Pokemon than they watched the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's not. Well,
That's awesome.
There's a reason. There's a reason. Because number one, Chicago was not in it. And
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
And they picked two teams that are not big markets. They had. I mean, LA is. I think it was LA.
LA Kings, right?
Yeah. I think the Kings. I can't even remember because
He's so flustered right now.
Yeah, he's
So-
like,
no.
sports.
I become Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, there's a whole thing, and it's the fourth in the nation. So I mean, they're in big markets. I'll tell
That's
you
what
one
Bob
thing.
sounded like to me.
I'll tell
anyway.
you, Chicago was in it because Chicago's one of the best for NHL for hockey.
But
it would have changed.
But here's what they really should do with sports. All right.
What, Rich?
What Twitch? What?
No one watches it. Apparently.
What Twitch plays Pokemon does right is it allows the people that are watching to control what's going on in the game. So imagine if you could control
You're
a
dumb.
soccer game.
Yeah,
That would be
that's true.
crazy.
You are the.
That'd
I don't
be
want to
awesome.
talk to you. Don't say anything about sports, Rich.
Bob's like controlling the receiver as he's going down.
Oh,
the
you know
field.
what? We should have him wear a coat. I don't know. God, you're frustrating me. I can't even talk.
All right, last but not least.
Good.
Yeah.
Move on.
Last but not least, new Metal Gear Solid info coming to TGS from Kojima's Twitter,
course
which
that's last.
almost
Of course it's
sounds like that is that leaker that I mentioned last week. That supposed leaker that everyone was like calling bullshit on. He's like, they're gonna announce the release date at TGS. I mean, anyone could have guessed that information. You know what I mean? Like anyone, like I could have been like, yeah, he's gonna announce at Tokyo Game Show. Like,
Yeah.
fuck
Well,
it.
announce the next big game thing.
Yeah, and the next big game thing, exactly.
He's
It's
gonna
just
announce
like,
it sometime. Guaranteed.
World's gonna end someday.
new info coming TGS. That's all I'm concerned
So
about
I mean,
right
yeah,
now.
we'll see where on that not leaker.
Leaker.
On that
right.
leaker.
Until the day I play the game, man,
Until
and I have it
the
in my
day
hands, and
I
like
died.
all the shit that he was like saying comes true with like the people and stuff.
I'd be pissed. I'd be fucking pissed.
I would be kind of pissed too. I hope that's
I'm gonna
all.
leave the boss battle.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Oh
too
shit!
hard.
and
Fuck this, I'm out.
the music ensues. Like you get your weapons
It's
all
like,
gathered,
dun,
and,
dun,
it's
dun,
like-
dun, 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 dun. Ah, bye.
and then the chopper comes and takes you away. But that's it. That's a wrap up. We're done for this episode. Bob needs to
Cool down.
Needs to cool down. He
Calm
needs to
down.
do his fantasy football picks and all that stuff. I'm gonna go home probably. Maybe let's see.
Milk the cow.
I'm gonna grind out. Maybe hopefully the last 2 weeks of multiplayer and then fucking be done with that shit. And I just focus on the big single player and then move on to Destiny. Yay! Oh my god.
Looks like it's your destiny.
Yeah, it is my
Move
destiny,
on.
dude. It's my destiny to get this game
Bob.
done before
I
my
had one.
destiny.
You're out of the podcast.
And then Rich is gonna go home and.
Upload the finale to
Oh
Twilight
yeah, yeah.
Princess.
I was about to say like Oreos and peanut butter or something.
Listen to
Dude,
the
I
Seven
need-
Sword
I need Oreos.
Let's Play. Because for the people that don't like playing games, you could just listen and watch them play.
I actually do that. My girlfriend makes fun of me.
Actually, it's not that bad. If you're at work and you
Yeah.
want to play a game,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I wish I could play. Just watch Rich.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
I'll do Twitch Play Zelda.
Everyone have a good day, good night, good Thursday, whatever you're listening to this. Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Good talk.
Yeah. Peace. Naked babies and goodbye.
Josh G.